you. Just waiting. Sorry about this. Hi. Okay. I'm just waiting for order. Where is he? Hopefully you can hear me. Can you give me an indication that you can hear me? You just say yes. Okay, no sound. Testing. Okay, good. Great. All right. Now I've sent off a request for order. I don't know what's going on. So I might have to send that again. Where are you? You have to bear with me. I'm just trying to get my settings right. Trying to find out where he is. Okay. I wonder if he's even coming on tonight. He did say he would. As you know, he's had a bit of a tragedy in the family. His wife losing a baby. So I'm wondering if he's going to be on. Okay. Just wait a moment. Give him some time. While we're waiting, we'll see if this plays. I've got our media file. While we're waiting. Oh. Well, it appears there is no audio coming through on this. What do you do? Okay, so I'm not sure whether he will be on tonight. Good morning, Albert. Good morning, Chrissy. Good morning, Kevin. As I said, Order had a situation where his wife unfortunately lost the baby. So I wouldn't blame him if he doesn't come on. I think she needs him more than anything at this time. It's a very difficult time. And I would actually like to send my prayers to bring strength and comfort at this time for both Riley and his lovely family. Good morning, Liz. So I hope that everybody could send their prayers up and ask that if there was a situation where the soul of this newborn decided that that body wasn't going to be right for it, it was its choice of I can't actually fulfill what my duty is in this life if I come into the world in this body. So the body that the baby may have had a problem. And this is how I look at things, even when I lost my son, because this way, in knowing, I assume that the spirit always knows what's right, and this may be its way of saying it's not the right time for me. There's something wrong with this body which will prevent me from fulfilling my journey in this life, and I will come back into a better body. In other words, it will wait until there is another, because souls never really leave us. Okay. Now we've got, I can't even see how many. Usually we see numbers showing up of how many are actually in the chat room. So, okay. Okay, so 5 viewers. It's funny, Spirit's been a little quiet today. I've had a little bit of activity, but nothing to write home about. So, okay, there's 6. Saying 5 on my end. Okay. All right. Well, I guess while we're waiting, I'll just try to send another invite to him. But I can't do much if he doesn't reply. After all, family is more important. Good morning, Sylvia. All right, well, I don't know what to do. What I might do, try anyway, we'll do a spirit box session. Let's see, just to fill the time a bit. Okay. Spirit, are you here with us? Can you hear this? Hi. Now, so that everybody can hear, will Order of Magnitude be on tonight? Can you say hello? Order's baby. Is Order going to be on tonight? Let's see then. Spirit, will Order be on tonight? Can you talk through this so they can hear you? They're together. Okay. I'm using, Kevin, the PSB7. Can you tell me if Order is okay and his wife? Are they all right? Are they coping? High prophecy. It is. Spirit, are you present? No, talk through this, not to me. Can you say hello to everybody through this? Oh, okay. Yes, through this, if you could. Do you have a message you want to give Riley and his wife? Spirit, do you have a message you want to give Riley and his wife? Don't give up. Sorry, can you say it through here? I'm hearing them talking to me. Can you say it through here? You have to talk through this because they can't hear you. Can you repeat what you said to me? Are you going to talk through this? I know you don't like talking through this with me. Can you tell me what your name is, please? Yeah, they don't want to talk to me through this box. They want to talk to me. But I like to have them talk through this, so that way you can hear it. Because I can say anything, and that's, yeah. Can you please tell me your name? But I need you to say it through this, if you could. Can you say your name? Order. Let me try it on another mode. Okay. I'm going to try that order of magnitude mode, or whatever magnitude mode. Not much difference. Maybe I didn't do it right. Can you tell me what should I do tonight, Spirit? Should I do a few readings? What should I do tonight? Come on, help me out. You like it when I do readings, don't you? It's quite a bit of talking. Oh, a UFO. Were you in a UFO? This is interesting. Come on, talk to me through this. Can you repeat your name? Soella, can you talk through this? Can you say hello to everybody? Morning, Zara. All right, you're not going to talk anymore? Okay. It's so disorientating, this thing. All right, can you say goodbye, please? Can you say goodbye? I'll have to listen back, Kevin. I've got a bit of talking going on around me. You're going to say good night. Can you say my name? I'll tell you what I'll do, Chrissy. I'll ask. Chrissy Blake wants to hear from her granddaughter. Can people stop typing so I can read? Chrissy Blake wants to hear from her granddaughter. Don't tell me anything, Chrissy. Can you say your name, please, if you are here for Chrissy Blake? Chrissy Blake would really like to hear from her granddaughter and her other grandmother. And a 6-year-old brother, oh my God. Can you say your names if you're here? Now I want you to listen, Chrissy. If they say their name, only you will know. Spirit, come through, please. You are welcome if you are here for Chrissy Blake. Can you please say your name very clearly through what I'm holding? Can you say your name, please? What I'll do, I'll leave that going. I'm just going to grab the end box. Move my folders. Okay. Hello. I'm going to turn this off now and put something else on. Okay? All right. I'm going to turn this off now. I'm going to try the Andes box. Spirit, if you're present, I welcome you to come and join this circle that we have today in spirit. I ask you to be present, to communicate through this device that is before me. I will not force you to speak through this, but I welcome you to, and I ask, excuse the traffic, I ask you to please speak and say responses, if possible, to what I'm asking. There is a lady by the name of Kimmie Blake, and at the moment she needs healing through spirit, and I ask those that she seeks to hear from to come forward, only briefly if you wish. Please speak through this and Chrissy will hear your voice and you can pass on your message. Thank you, Sharra. Can you please open the communication? Are you present? Can you say your name, please? Can you say your name, please? Can you state how you left this world, please? I'm going to check. Can you please come through and communicate through this device there? Can you please say Kimmie Blake if you are present? Can you say Kimmie Blake? You're sleepy? One at a time. Can I please have a name said? Chrissy. There was Chrissy said. Can you say your name, please? Doctors? Can you say your name, please, through this? Yes, you can talk to Chrissy. Do you want to say hello? Can you please state how you passed from this world? Just as a way of validating you are here for Chrissy. Can you say your name very loudly through this device? Can you please say your name loudly through this device? Can I ask the male to step aside and allow the communication for Kimmie Blake? Are you here for Kimmie? What is your name? Is there anyone here for Liz Hall? Gloria. Is there anybody here for Liz Hall? Is there anybody here for Liz Hall? Say your name, please. What is your name, please? Does anyone have a message for Kimmie Blake or Liz Hall? I need you to talk through this. Can I please have you say your name? You asked for Chrissy. What is your name? You can talk through this and she will hear you. You can talk through this and either Kimmie Blake or Liz Hall will hear you. There is a mic at the back here that I'm tapping. Can you say hello? Kimmie, I hear Kimmie. What is your name? I need you to say your name so Kimmie or Liz Hall can hear you. Okay. Can you say who you are here for? Who are you here for? I'll leave that playing for me. I've just got
right here.
Can you say your name, please? Talk through that. I won't be a moment. I've just got to check mine. Can you say hello? Sorry, I had an eyelash in my eye. Hurt. Did you hear? Did you hear any of the names? How many are here? Okay, I'm going to ask you something, Liz. Was there a chest situation, like a problem with the chest with your brother? I'm actually being shown what looks like a picture of a person, and I'm actually seeing the chest all coloured in. As I'm seeing this, I'm actually getting what feels like a palpitation. Liz, can you hear me? Can you hear me? What is your name? Liz, I need you to communicate with me, please. Did your brother die from something around the chest area? Was it his heart or lungs? Liz, are you there? I need you to communicate with me so that I can validate who it is coming through giving me symptoms. You're here? All right, what's your name? I'm sorry, Liz isn't communicating with me, so I can't help you. I don't know if you are who you say you are. Okay, Liz, did your brother pass from the chest? Okay. Did he have a heart murmur at any point? Or palpitations? He did? Okay. Because I do have a male here, and I'm getting the symptoms that he had, and it feels like compression around the chest and palpitations. And that's why it feels like I'm winded to some degree, so I don't know whether he had like a chest infection like lungs or to do with the combination of that. So that's a yes. Okay, because he's actually making me feel like I've been punched in the back. I don't know whether it's like pneumonia or that type of thing, but it is affecting all the chest region. Was this sudden? He actually had been to a doctor. Are you aware of that? Okay, you can move back now. I really don't need this feeling. Was there a blood test done or something to do with supposed to have a test done? And it either required a needle or injection of some type? He had the lung issue. Okay. Just after you wrote that, I'm getting like a heavy kind of feeling in my chest. Would that be fluid around the lungs with him? Even though the lungs are at the back, I'm getting that kind of feeling, and usually that tells me there is like a fluid buildup. Can you talk through this instead of talking to me or doing things? Yes, I can see you. I think they're just letting you talk. Okay. Sorry. All right. P? Can you say your name? Okay. There were people around him at the time, Liz. Okay. There were people around him. He wasn't alone. Can you say hello? Okay, is this, sounds like the battery's going. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Do you want to say goodbye as I turn this off? Good. Goodbye. Thank you. Okay, I have to turn that off. I'm getting disorientated. They're talking to me. They're actually communicating different things to me physically, visually, and he's actually showing me that there were people around him. Was he working at the time of his passing? Because I'm seeing what looks like people, so I don't know whether he was in a workplace or something like that, and I'm actually getting people around him. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Still things needed completion. I'm being shown things needing completion. Not everything was completed. Okay. Are you still there, Liz? All right, now the image that he is actually showing me is having lost a lot of interest in things or unable to do things. Yeah, I said I saw that. She's on delay. Okay. Because he's giving me this impression of having, yeah, she needs to move the slider across. So if she is a little delayed, it'll be really lagging. Just make sure the red bar is right across to the end, so that way you can keep up. Okay. Was this? Okay, now I'm actually getting shown what appears to be the table, something to do with the table. So I don't know whether there was near him as What's the table? What's on the table? Okay. I actually get the feeling of, all right, so internet playing up, going on and off. If you move that slider right till the end, that should keep you up to date with what's being said. The actual timeline thing on the video, if you move that to the very end, that'll keep you up to date with where I am. Okay. Okay. It's a new world. It definitely is a new world. He is actually stating it's a brand new world. But he's not alone. There is celebration going on, people coming together. He was actually quite impressed with the get-together. He was, he's talking about, I was surprised at the turn up. So I don't know what that means. But he doesn't want you carrying the responsibility. You seem to have taken on a lot through this. There's talk about the furniture. It's a problem with the delay. Better wait. Is there talk about the furniture or belongings? I'm hearing you're a star. I smell beer. He wasn't that old either. Did he get a nice tan, Liz? Because I'm actually seeing in my mind this, you know, being outdoors type of person, someone who's got the sun on him. Bit of a loner, were you? Talking about being a bit of a loner or keeping to himself or something. Really? He's saying that he was a very honest person. But I don't know, he's got a bit of a sense of humour, this one. Sort of, I don't know how to take him. But he actually had an opportunity to do whatever he put his mind to. I actually get a feeling like he just got lazy sometimes, and yet he was able to do whatever he put his mind to. Okay. trust issues were a big part of what made him who he was. I get the trust. He's talking about the mother. And changing. Okay, it's all right. So he's talking about the mother and changing going on, something about the changing going on. Needing to slow down or take a break. Okay, he said, I didn't know what I had until it was gone. Whew. Right. Do you mind if I ask, was he involved with somebody? Because I'm actually getting this image of being close to someone, but he's a bit of a loner, if that makes sense to you. So he mingled. Okay, so he had heaps of problems with mum. Okay, so technically what I'm getting from him is the changing going on. And he's also indicating that he had his own space. Like he had his own, oh, we've got order coming through. Hang on. Bear with me. We might actually have him. I'm sorry about the noise. My computer needs to have the fan cleaned again. So you might hear a bit of a whirring noise. Okay. Oh, you'll hear a lot of talking around here. I've got Chris here, and he's yakking. I've also got Tracy, who is a child, and she's every now and then saying something. I just need to get comfortable. Okay. I'm going to try again with order. The numbers keep jumping all over the place. Okay. All right, so yay!
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Just give me like a couple of minutes just to sort myself out, and I'll be with you. All right?
Yep, no problem.
Keep it streaming or whatnot you're doing. I suppose we're not live yet. I'm assuming.
I am live.
Oh, you are live. Hello, everyone. The rush job order of magnitude needs to take a leak, and he'll be there. I promise. Just give me a second, okay? Run around like a blue ass fly. But I'm sure you can do like the on hold music, and I'll be there. Just, the more I'm talking, the longer it's gonna be.
All right, so I'll go back. All right. Hello. Okay. Now we do have noise coming from the raspy voice. That would be Chris.
Okay then. Right. Who's on today? Who's on the comment section today?
So we have. Hang on, I'll just put you on. Hang on. We have Zara. We have Sylvia
Hello.
Sparks. We have
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Carter. We have Liz
Oh, yeah.
Hall.
Yeah.
We have. Hang on a moment. I'm going to scroll up. We have Albert. We
Okay.
have Jeanette Gohart.
Yeah.
We have North Nottingham Paranormal Investigations.
You can learn, I think. Yeah.
That's a mouthful. We have.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Is there a guy called LT, or I can't remember his bloody name now? Did a real heartfelt video not so long ago. Yesterday, I think it was. Is he on there?
Prophecy Contact.
No, not Richard. He's a diamond. He's a diamond in his own right. He is.
Terbutt Steelman.
No, LT Draken something or other. Know what
LT.
about? Got a hoodie, big. He's not there.
No, Prophecy Contact is there. But some of them might have dropped off. Chrissy Blake.
The reason why I'm uploading at the moment as we speak, but I've got a lovely SB7, brand new practically, heading towards LT if I can get his name, because Mark Chambers was on the Ghostbox list, but I see Shy has already sent a Ghostbox to Phil M and to him to keep. So
Wow.
yeah, well done them. So I've got a SB7 at the Community Ghostbox, brand new, Mark II, magnitude mode enabled, all ready to go. And I thought if he's on here, he'd like to hear it from the horse's mouth. Nay.
That's great. Okay.
There you go.
Yes, and I'm sorry to hear about what happened with you, Riley. Well, your wife. Okay.
Funny one. I've put a video up about it. Well, it's uploaded, and after this, people can watch it, I guess. I don't know how to feel about it, because within one day I hear, oh right, pregnant, and then the other day, oh, okay, we've lost it. It wasn't really planned either. We do take precautions, to say, but at the same time, it's a sort of careless precaution. What will be kind of thing. Does that make sense without getting too grim and gross?
It
So
does.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Well, what I feel, I mean, I apply it with my son, basically, but I was much further in that pregnancy.
Yeah, I bet.
I believe that with spirit, if there is a mission that they have technically in this world that they've got to do, if that body isn't right for that spirit to occupy, then it may not be able to fulfill what it's meant to do. So that, I feel, is probably, if there was a problem with the baby or something that was going to hinder that spirit being able to make a difference in some way, it may have decided.
It was very, very early. We're talking cells, It had no form or shape. A lot of blood. That's all I can say, Well,
this is probably a blessing. It was so young, and it wasn't really.
No pain.
Yeah. And I had no awareness of what was going on at that. So that's a blessing. There was a video, I don't know whether you've ever seen it. It's called The Silent Scream, and it's actually based on abortion, for example. And this doctor, just to give you, I know it's sort of like not a topic you want to hear about, but I just thought out of interest, this baby was actually sucking its thumb in the womb, and they had the ultrasound, and they decided to record what happened or how the baby reacts to an abortion. And it was a very old one. Yeah. The baby was trying to move away from the needle. Its heart rate went up. And through that, it was incredible, like the mouth opening, you know, like it was screaming, and all this was going on. And if you ever see that video, get the tissues, because you've got no idea. I mean, with that, to think that a person would, I mean, everyone's got reasons of having abortions and everything, but...
Sure, I'm not against it as such, but I think you need to do it very early. Do you know what I'm saying? Very early.
Exactly. Well, this one, you know, what they go through.
Too late. Way too late.
Absolutely. And I think that was about 11 or 12 weeks, you know, so...
Still quite an early thing to say. I mean, 12 weeks is not very... It's 1/4 into it, if you like. It's not a long time to make a decision, but if you all those things you just described, that says to me awareness, alive, so to say.
Yeah. Well, the
instinct.
Its heart rate was racing when it noticed a disturbance in the womb. No? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, so that it could have been worse. I don't know how, but it could have been worse. I mean, like I said, there maybe have been a problem, and you know, it selected that it wasn't the right time, or that it wasn't the right form it wanted to come into.
Sure. Oh, well, she'll try and take comfort. So I've got a video to go up explaining some feelings on it as best I can while walking home, which I'll put up after this. You know, well, there's 2 videos. In fact, one to say thank you to a few people that have really got involved in this community ghost box thing. I mean, some people have taken it out of into their own hands. I mean, I know you and DDR had a bit of a debate going on there, but he's gone out himself and he said to John regularly comments to me, great big long paragraphs of information. He's got ill health and all the rest of it, but DDR has given him a ghost box directly to him, which is nice of him. He didn't have to, you know. Thank you, DDR. And who's the other guy? Yeah, we got some other people. Shy, that's him. Shy. He's done a lot of things, taking it into his own hands. Now, I asked Shy, or delegated Shy very nicely, if he could handle America, because with what funds I've got are very limited. I can send people, someone sends me a ghost box, I can send it on to them in England, not a problem, not too expensive. It's under a £5. Pretty sure I can find £5 coins, for God's sakes, not a problem. But America's tricky because apart from the cost of it, there's like this, it takes forever, and then like it doesn't always get there, it gets somehow lost, you know. So I asked Shy if he could very kindly sort of deal with America, or he's gone above that. He sent a couple of ghost boxes to England. So Mark Chambers, if you're watching or you're going to watch this, you have a ghost box on your way, so I have to take you off the list now because you got one to keep. Lucky you, hey. And Phil M as well has now got one to keep, so that's nice, you know. Fair play, Shy. You're a good reformed character, so to say. He's emailed me in private. I don't want to go into it, but he has a similar history to me. History, though, trust me, okay. I was very fortunate. Daddy and Mummy always bailed me out. I'm a very destructive character, but my family is very, very top-notch. I have not felt the pain of homelessness or anything, or jail or anything like that. So never compare your circumstance to me. You guys have gone hardcore, and you've come out of it the other side, and now you're fucking donating ghost boxes and putting your own money into it. What does that say about your reformed character, Shy? You the man. Really.
Amazing.
So thank you, Shy, for doing that. Even if he was going crazy about our taxes, which I agree, is cheeky bastards. Anything to get a quick buck in it. Oh dear. Anyway, what do you have for me today? What do you have for me today?
Well, I did a bit of a reading. I had a spirit come through and start telling me things about just didn't want to use. They were using the spirit box, but then they weren't. I was getting them talking to me, and I'm concentrating on what they're saying. Anyway, they used it, but they didn't. If that makes sense. So the information.
Sure. They're going to be a lot more direct of you, aren't they? Pretty honestly, you know, they know what you've got, and they're gonna. Well, as you said, getting to sleep's a bit of a nightmare. I got a dinosaur that goes off an MMM. I can shut that thing up, and it's okay. With you, it's going to be a bit harder, isn't it?
It is. It does get that way. I'm like, God, please, just, when I get the peace and quiet, it's heaven. I'm like, oh, I really should. And then I might get a random phone call in the middle of the night. I'm getting these funny phone calls. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's been monitored. It's happening. It's been. I've got to write down the time of these calls. They're silly overseas things that are just, you know, that you hear the actual person on the other end.
They threatening or just
no.
They threatening or just
they're just
weird,
sitting there. You know, I actually said, "Oh, is this a naughty phone call? Let me get my cigarettes."
The hell?
But I don't smoke, but I just thought it might shock them.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Since starting this Truth Seekers thing, which I sort of say in this video I'm uploading, I'm shocked as to how far it's gone. And in terms of the trolling and the weirdness that is going on, it must be having an impact in some way for people to take it so serious. I mean, this guy, Paranormal Debunker, his name, the guy who cloned my profile, he's like, right, I'm going to debunk all ghost boxes, and I'll show you that you're all a bunch of idiots. All right, off you go, mate. I watched this video. I'm not going to comment on it because the only 8 people he's got are his own mates, so that's just silly. And he didn't debunk anything. It was just text, which is opinion, with some creepy music in the background, and saying that Houdini debunked this in the 1920s or whenever it was. Oh, right, okay. But the substance there's no substance, you know. So I'm very minded for skeptics to find what I've experienced. I mean, some people even said, all the things you experienced is because you suffer from a bit of bipolar and your medication you're on, that's what it is. That's what, oh God, silly me. Oh, he's silly me. Oh yeah, my eyes, my ears, and my sense don't work. I say. Duh.
Well, that's like with, I used to get, you know, well, there must be either schizophrenia or some other bloody thing going on. And I said, okay, but you can't record voices. You can't record voices if you're hearing, you're the only one hearing them. How is it that I'm recording?
Yeah. That's it. But who's to say the schizophrenia is not actually receiving voices from some dark, or maybe they're not dark, it depends how bad your schizophrenia is, but who's to say that you're not receiving something, you know?
Exactly. Well, I actually would, you know, I think to myself, I would be very interested to see some of these people in these locations, because it's quite possible they are communicating. You know, it's only by the grace of God that I'm not in one of those places, because I tell you what,
Let's just cover our backsides. For those that do suffer with schizophrenia, please keep taking your medication. Please keep seeing a doctor. This is in no way saying that you are completely open to spirit communication. You may have something very wrong with your brain. We just don't know, but open mind. And I just want to cover my ass before someone says, oh, hang on a minute. Order of magnitude said don't take my medication because I'm communicating with the dark side. Just want to cover my...
Absolutely right. Because there may be, you know, like once you've got that medication, you should stick to it. Because do as
it says, for God's sakes, don't, you know,
it can really affect you. So
yeah, I can only imagine what it's like. I'm just trying to find my cigarette.
You can't find your cigarette.
No, just give me a second. Hey, sorry.
How did you manage that?
Well, I had one set up earlier, you see. I've got a lot of things out and about. Like I said, I received 2 postal packages today. I walked out the house with a camera and a spirit box which I didn't use. I ended up just putting my feelings on a video.
Yeah.
What the Meg. So in my rush to get onto this stream, I've just thrown everything everywhere. But 2 seconds. I do feel that I need. It's a bad, disgusting habit, but I do need one. There they are. Carry on. We're done. We've got them. We've got them. Carry on.
All right. So we were going to do the spirit thingamajig again.
Yes, our weekly test. What?
Our weekly test. I actually feel.
Yeah. I'm listening.
Okay. Just don't say anything for a second.
That's fine. I'll go downstairs and get the other SB7 while you're working out what's going on. 2 secs.
Okay. Spirit, can you talk to me? Okay. You want to talk? Okay.
Have you got your message?
Yeah. You've got someone there wanting to talk.
Shall I let them talk? I did hear the little squibbles. I see how I can describe it. Squibbles I hear every so often.
Okay.
I've lit a couple of candles.
What's your name?
I hear it.
Hi, Riley. It said hi, Riley.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
I say
hi,
it. They said. Hello, whoever you are. I hear the squibbles every so often. Here you are, LT Dark, whatever your name is. I can't remember your name. The hoodie. A brand new SB7, batteries included, Mark II. Even the seal on the side hasn't been broken in. This is what we're going to use for our spirit box test today.
Great. All right. I'll tell you what else we'll do while you're doing that spirit box. Just out of interest, I'm going to do the cards, and yeah, I'll do the cards, and I'll ask Spirit if they can communicate to you what card I'm pointing at.
I see. Okay.
So that
I'm gonna need my. I think I know what you're on about. Right, I need to get my headphones because this is how we make it blind and all the rest of it. Just give me a second, people. If I lose you, please ring me back up straight away, obviously.
But I thought maybe I can hold up the card and show the card.
Okay, I'll look away.
We can see if the spirit will say what is being held up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's weird. I'm trying to put the headphone in and it's not having it. It's just not working.
Okay.
No, the headphones aren't working. I don't know why I put them in the phone. It's just not registering. So no headphones. Fine. I just have to, I don't know, close my eye. I don't know. I'll have to sort of, you can turn off your camera. How are we going to do this? How did I do this last time? You can turn off your camera.
Yeah. But I thought if I hold up a card,
yeah,
you'll be able to also hear them say the name of the card. If we ask them to say the name, you know what I mean? Like they can say the name of the card, and that way we can test out to see if they're saying the name of the card.
All right. Well, magnitude mode is working fantastically on this brand new piece of kit. It's on right now as we speak. I don't know how I'm going to get the public to hear it, but we'll see how they go if I stick it next to the phone. Okay. No, I can't. Okay. Spirits, if you're here,
Easy.
easy. If it's easy, tell me what it is. What do you make of that? Waiting for a response.
What number is it?
I know what number it is, just will they know what number it is?
6.
Said it's a 6 or a 7?
7.
Close, said 6 or 7. This was the actual thing that I heard. Well done.
Okay.
I hope you can hear this at home. I'm trying my best. Usually I use a headset, put the speaker on the microphone, so I'm sorry that the headset's not working. What do you see here, people? Spirits? Help me out. What do you see?
7.
No, it's not 7, that was the last card. Look carefully. What do you see? Come on. Queen! It did say it. Didn't say of cups, so it said queen. And she's something. And she's, I don't know what I meant by that. And she's.
We'll take that. We'll accept that.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. It must be different.
All right.
Magnitude mode. LT, you're going to love this game. Wayne. What do you see here, Spirit, Dave, or whoever's here?
No.
No? Come on, help me out. What do you see? You tell me. Just describe. I'm hearing responses, but I don't understand them. Round. That's, you might have to go over this one to understand what's said.
Everybody can't pronounce it.
Ain't bad. What do you see here? Don't just repeat the word here. Sorry? Could you be more specific? Sorry? Help me out. Ah! Drop my phone. Hang on. Hold the test. Let me just sort out my phone. So phone placed against the candle. Okay, Spirit, talk away. Feel interference now. What do you see here? Impor. Close. Impor, Emperor, Impor. That wasn't bad. Impor. Can you say it properly? Impor. You trying to say Emperor? Try and say it if you can. Hang on. Magnitude mode does suffer from interference.
And it's just beginning.
Talking. Didn't catch that. I just want to go in. What do you see here? Quite a clear word to say if you can say it. Come on. Lots of interference, hang on. What do you see here? Seeing help. You're seeing help? You call that help? Could be help. Floating. What's the word? Can you say the word? Come on. I need to focus.
What is the word? Spirit?
Can you read it?
Spirit, can you say the word?
And your description is good about getting help, a response, but I didn't catch it.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on. Oh,
They're not done too bad. Ah! What do you make of this, Spirit? Come on, what do you make?
Still.
To kill?
yeah. Yeah.
Could put it that way, to kill.
I'll take that. Okay.
What do you make of this one? It's like a psychology test, but for the spirits. Are you mad? What do you make of that? I'm listening. Take your time. Guilt?
Actually,
Heat?
the interpretation.
Did you hear?
The interpretation does actually
Yeah.
indicate a feeling of guilt or a feeling of being deceived or not being able to trust. It does. Well, it's a very emotional, psychological kind of card.
Okay. You're reading
This
very
one.
deep into that and manipulating words that are close to. Wow, what would you class that as? Describe what your feelings are, Spirit, on this one. Dave, or whoever's here. I've got no dinosaur, so I have no idea who's here with me.
What is the man doing?
There's a number up there as well. What's he doing? Just describe any word that you feel you can pull off that can link to this card. If you're getting tired, I understand. Just try your best. Focus. Over the something. Over the. I have no idea what that meant. Is that your answer? Over the something? Another stab at it. One more stab. One more sweep through. Ah, dropping the phone again. Which is, aside from me, I don't know why the phone just decides to randomly fall over. I don't know if that's because it's badly balanced or... There we go.
What is it holding?
What would you call that? What's he holding? Come on.
My
My name.
There was an answer, but I couldn't quite interpret it.
He actually said my name, and I think he was going to say his name. But it was a full sentence. My name.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh, you're annoying.
I'll try and find one that they will. Oh, here we go.
All right. Whoa! Now what's this? What do we see here? You say this, I'll be blown over. Come on, fight through that. Right. What do you see?
fish type.
The fish, sense of a fish? The fish type? I'm not sure what the link is there. Try again. I probably got that wrong, but just telling you what I sound like.
Priestess.
Come on, this is your last one. Give it a go. What do you see there? How would you interpret it?
In his story.
History? History? Maybe. story or history. I'm not sure which way they put that. Have another go. One more description. Say the name, even better.
Name.
No, not name. Don't just say name. That's lazy.
Pass.
Pass. Pass. Bye. All right. We done there, Spirit?
Yeah.
That'll do. Oh, yeah, that wasn't bad. Pass. Sense of humour cropping in.
I thought it was pretty good.
Name even better. Name. One more go. Pass.
No more. That's it.
That'll do.
All right.
There you go. There's the spirit box. It's been a community ghost box for LT Dark or Light, whatever way he is, the guy of the hoodie. Ow, I burnt myself on a candle. That is on its way to you once I get a name and address and next payday comes up. Okay? Ta-da!
Yay.
Magseed.
Okay.
And it works.
All righty. So we've got this all back now. All right. Now, the other thing was we were going to ask questions, or do you want to leave that?
Yeah, ask questions if you want. I don't mind. I'm good. Anything.
All right.
As long as it doesn't involve me stripping or something, I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just write down a few questions if you want to talk to the people. To the Paranormal Voice UK. Hi, Jane.
Hello. I received your package. Thank you very much for your sleeves. You gave me 2 pairs. When I said 1 extra, I meant literally one single one extra, but that's okay. Thank you very much for doing that for me. I'll read your leaflet. I got your letter, but as I opened up the letter, even though it said fragile, I ripped it to smithereens like an idiot, but I did piece it together. Thank you. Very heartfelt.
There's Ray Clark.
The best.
Mrs. Craftopedia.
Who?
Jessica Smizzle's Craftopedia. Okay.
Is she?
North Nottingham Paranormal Investigators. I think I said them before.
Glenn's cool.
So, yep.
Glenn actually.
Albert.
Sorry,
Albert,
Glenn. I was just about to say, Glenn actually has Mortis the Wizard has noted Glenn in the past to me as Glenn being an amazing guy. So, Glenn, Mortis the Wizard takes note of you. Da-da.
All righty.
Nice.
So we're going to. All right. Do you want me to try this spirit box?
Yeah.
I'll see if they will talk through it with you.
Sure. We'll have to explain to them. I have no, other than a bit of goosebumps. I have no sensitivity other than that.
This will be interesting.
It's quite a new thing I'm receiving.
They have to talk to me through this. All right.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, like I say, I'm not sensitive or medium in any way, but lately I have noticed goosebumps at the right parts, if that makes sense. Call that pareidolia or placebo effect, I don't know. But,
When you're ready.
sorry?
Put your hand up when you're ready.
Oh, right, yeah, there you go. I'm ready, as best I can be.
Hello.
Hello.
Aren't you going to talk to me?
Isn't that always the way?
They don't want to?
I'm talking about order of magnitude. He's an asshole.
Speak.
Come on, speak. The best chance of speaking to someone in this realm is with her than me.
We will talk.
People are commenting right now. If you hear any weird, like, squiggling in, like, the background, that is something coming through. I kid you not. Nothing at the moment, but if I hear it, I'll say something. If you hear it, let me know too. People are commenting and watching.
What day?
It's like a weird squiggly sound. I can't really describe it. It's really weird.
Riley?
She's in the zone. Can you hear it? That squiggle. You probably need headphones. What the hell is that, Zara? You just mailed me on my Hangouts? I'll have to look at it in a bit, Zara.
What is he doing?
Smoking a cigarette with a very poor camera angle. What are you doing?
They're saying you're not asking them anything.
They're right. I was meant to be asking. Okay, here we go. Okay. Who, can you tell me the familiar spirits that hang around here in my house? In general. Can you give me names? 3.
Take that.
Take what?
Light.
Candles?
Open the door.
Which door? My door.
Closet.
Yeah, the closet. Is the
Washing.
closet some sort of portal? I've been told this before, but
What?
I just want to know if you know.
3 watching.
Free watching. Huh. Names, if you can. What are your names?
We can't.
Not always the way. Are there rules that you have to abide by? Certain things you're meant to keep secret? You're not meant to talk to.
The light.
They always want that light, don't they? Is the light something that you really have trouble finding?
Don't waste my time.
Oh, geez, not trying to waste your time, trying to find answers, my friend.
Charlie.
What do you need from me as a mortal? What can I do to help you? What do you need?
Knocking.
Knocking.
Wall.
Intrigue. Huh.
Third step.
Okay. This is where I need a good damn question. Come on, get some imagination order. Wakey, wakey. Do you feel like you're shouting at me, trying to get me to understand? Is it frustrating to talk to me personally? I'm on about.
Never.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Tea time.
Tea time. Yeah, probably. Does time feel the same as it does now? Is time any different where you are? Does it feel different?
Day. Neither.
Neither. Makes no here or there. It's constant. Do you meet up with other spirits? Do you come across, I don't know, say a spirit that's been around for 1,000 years to one that's been around for 25 days? Do you come across each other?
Sappy.
That's a name you're trying to say, wasn't it?
But.
No, not related question. Okay. How can I get hold of a specific person? Is that possible? A specific being that has gone from this world. Is that possible?
Male. Speak.
I'm speaking. I'm not sure if you're hearing. Is it like being in a dream where you are in life at the moment? Is it dreamlike?
A window.
A window? Is it vivid?
Always awake.
Always awake. That's interesting. So you never rest. How do you gather energy to speak? Do you know?
Pure.
Or do you just it just happens?
Pure. Angels.
Those that search for light. When you have found the light, you come back. What is so important about the light?
Power.
Power. What power to you?
You have.
Uh-huh. Are you always here? Is there no such thing as privacy, so to say? Or do you have to go away and come back?
Pray. Lift
That might be a way to help you.
Nan.
Nan? No, I don't have a nanogram. Is it a so say sin to speak to you? Should I not be speaking to you?
How?
Hell, that's interesting. Does hell exist? Is there such a place? And how can you avoid that?
Be good.
Be good. Okay, very vague. If you ever did go to hell, is there a way out of hell? Can you get back out of it? Or is it eternal?
Fox. Bog.
Bog? I wish I could see the comments now, because then I could get you ask some questions. I'm sure you're typing furiously at me.
Angels.
Angels again. It's not enough news saying you hear on the radio so often. Since the Ghost Box was out since 2002, opened up the communication to various people who are not sensitive. For you, not for us, but for you. Has it helped her?
Every day.
Okay, it's kind of cool.
Listen to us.
How do you feel about people who do fake their things? Like, well, we know who, but other people. Does this upset you, or does it not bother you? Because the people that know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Huh? Huh?
Really? Please tell me you're kidding. Yeah, that man. But I was more being ingenuine. When people do that, does it make you frustrated, or does it not matter? Because the people that know, the right people know. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Spirit.
they said expose.
Yeah. Is it good to expose these people, or is it something I should leave alone?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me, Spirit, as a mortal? Anything you might be able to give me? I've only been asked a question once by you guys.
Shock. Take out.
Phew. So I just nearly out of battery then, and I nearly ran out of internet, but I'm back. Okay. Any questions for me, Spirit, or do you know everything you need to know?
Stop now.
That's fine by me. I'm out of questions. Thank you for your answers. Thank you for participating.
They want to stop now.
That's cool. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. Got some answers.
What did you ask about Huff?
I was asking about, is it okay to, is it okay to to oust these people? Does it matter? What I'm trying to say is that the people that know, you know what I mean? The people who are in the know, they know, you know? But does it matter to them? Is it essential that really people need to know the truth and what's what? Or does it not matter? I mean, in terms of people that are easily duped, the people, how do I describe it? The people that are duped anyway, they obviously believe in spirit anyway. Does that make sense? So the premise is there anyway. You know what I mean? The people that believe the fake, they believe in spirit. All right, they're getting the fake information and believe this guy is some sort of god. Not just necessarily him, other people. So they already believe. So does it matter if that makes sense? Am I making sense? I'm probably not making any sense whatsoever.
Not really.
Okay.
I'm just
the message.
gobsmacked to hear that name come through. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
They were angry when they said it. So I don't know whether
Sure, the message for them, because if spirit needs to contact you, I think is the word I'm trying to say, is they'll contact you and they'll make it quite damn clear, no matter how much they have to kick and thump something to get their message across. So, you know, the people that know. Does it matter that everybody needs to know, or does it not matter that everybody needs to know? And then I left it on with another question: that should I be speaking to you? Is it right that I speak to you? Am I not meant to speak to you? Is there rules? You know, those sorts of questions is what I went through.
So did you get any reasonable answers?
A few, yeah. You have to play back and have a look. They got quite frustrated at the start because I was diddling with what to say questions, and they said, "Don't waste my time." Sure, their time is very precious, which led to the question of.
So you weren't asking any questions then?
I was umming and ahhing, and what I needed was to be able to see the comments. I bet loads of people would type in "fucking up."
Well,
I can imagine.
I should have actually gone to the screen, perhaps, and shown the screen.
Okay, well, next time we can do that. That sounds like yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, that was bloody interesting. What I was getting coming through, because it was like, it was really, really clear words, and it was just there. It was like so. I've never heard angels come through a spirit box that many times.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times, wasn't it? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Because I'm hearing the the angels, and then I heard that Eurythmic song. So I don't know whether there was like a bit of an introduction to it,
Yeah,
But
I'm with you. Must be talking angel. Yeah.
yeah, but it kept coming up, and I thought, oh.
For stopping, but I do find it stops in spouts quite quickly, and they've stopped it on quite a few songs or adverts that are relevant to the time. I think the funniest one I've come across is not me, but a guy called Dan Beyond the Veil. Love him or hate him, whichever way. He's only got about 3 videos up, but they're very good sessions. And one of it, he asked to speak to the devil or someone ridiculous, and they stopped it on an advert that says to book an appointment. Yeah, I thought I was really proud of them, But, yeah, I've got a video where they stopped it on a relevant song. They gave themselves a nice little victory song, and it was all in context as well. I thought, wow, if you were going to stop it, you did it right there, So.
Wow. Oh. Well,
I remember the name of the.
I can't wait to listen to what you've asked to see what came through.
Well, is it because I wasn't asking at the start? I was more mulling it over, like, what can I said, don't waste my time. I thought, right, get your ass in gear, come on. So,
the one that said that actually sounded like Chris. It was like so wasting my time, or don't waste my time, or something.
Yeah. No, it's quite prevalent. I'm like, okay. But yeah, next time if we can get the comments so I can read them as they go so people can help me out, because my imagination is so poor with questions. I'm terrible, So a lot of mine put together are better than...
If anyone would like to ask particular questions for this double blind thing, email them to thehighpriestesspara@hotmail.com. So para as in P-A-R-R-A. So I'll screen if I can.
I've got a sub who's pestering me to do the same, because I did it a long time ago when I had great contact with Astroth Ian, which has seemed to have disappeared now. He doesn't come through ever now, which is fine. He's a busy thing, I suppose, coming for everybody else's session bar mine. But there was a time I had really good contact with him. I asked my subs, is there any questions you want to ask him directly, and she's pestering me to do it again, and I would like to do it again sometime. What I'll do, I'll set up a video, and on the comments you say what the question is for the next time round. But this way round on your channel, on the live stream, you can hear it live as it goes. So I'm sure she's not watching now because she's a bit of a out there mystic, somebody is her name. But if she catches this, yeah, give the High Priestess an email. You can hear it live.
Yeah. So there is a, where are we? Might go. I'll put it on the white.
I can not very often, not so prevalent as the past few streams, but I keep hearing that squiggle sound every so often. Can't describe it. It's like very good, very professional. Look at that. Ta-da! That's kind of cool. A lot of the soundboards and everything. This is Hollywood at its best. Yeah.
Yes, it is pretty good. I've got a new toy. Look out!
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. What? Stop. That's what I can do. So this is space age to me. Excellent. Oh. So, oh my god, the fires are hella coming in. Look at this.
Yeah, I thought you'd get a kick out of that. This is
Good. Huff. Look at this. Green. Woolgreen. What's her name says? Marcella. Woolgreen.
all right. Well, I thought it was interesting.
No.
So, oh, what was I going to say? Must have been a lie.
Yeah, I'll put you off now. Sorry.
Yeah, me and my toy. What was I going to say? God. I've completely
I hate
lost.
that. You'll remember it tonight. You're going to bed.
Right,
Oh, bugger. Yeah, every time.
Yes, so anyone, as I said, email the High Priestess Para and any questions you want put to the thing. Having the subject line so that way my PA knows that's for the live stream. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should probably part our ways today and let you get back to your family.
Man cleaning.
Man
cleaning. Man cleaning. Every Friday and Saturday is man cleaning day. Hoover top to bottom as quick as I can. So.
All right. What sounds so wrong? My first name is Karen Jessica. I'm not the High Priestess. That's just the company name. My husband chose that name.
Oh, is that just Snizzle? Is that it? Snizzle? I can't remember the name. Is that right?
Yeah, Jessica Snizzle's Craftopedia.
If it's the right person, complete huff rehabilitation person. Last time, well, not the last time, but the first time I come in contact with her, she said, so give her a round of applause for this, I would give my kidney to have one of those wonder boxes. Oh, no. Hi. Order of magnitude, usual, condescending arseholishness. And, yeah, she replied, and here she is now listening to us. Like, sounds really cult-like, sorry. What I'm trying to say is, she's done really well. She watched Huff, believe Huff, and she's learnt a lot. She said, what's the jump? What's the layered audio? What is that about? And she did the research on it, and she was like, so she's got brains. She did all right. So if it's the same person.
Well, a lot of Huff followers are actually intelligent people. They just don't know about spirit communication. And because he's built up such a rapport over the years, starting off saying that he was out to debunk or state that there is no communication going on, and then his, EVPs. I mean, his EVPs were pretty good, but they weren't as clear, but I mean, they were pretty good. But as soon as he started getting into the spirit box side of things, or the apps, it just took away that, I like EVPs. I do prefer EVPs because they're real.
Well, yeah.
You can't. Yeah,
direct.
Of course, if there is shuffling or, clothing noises, that can give the sound of, what appears to be a voice, but it's not. So you have to really be still when these EVPs are being done. You know, or, I mean, when you're recording.
Just a moment of truth with the whole Huff saga. I'm going to teach you, well, some people know this, some people don't. Here's this for a guy. Get this, all right? And I've spoke to this woman. This woman, I don't know if she subscribes to me, but there's a woman who had a company, and like you, I don't know if she was a medium as such, but she had a little community, a bit like what I've got now, but a bigger, much bigger scale. And there's a woman called Ali Cap Free. It's not her real name, that's her username. Huff meets with Ali Cap Free, and he says to her, how do I make money out of the paranormal? How is that possible to make money? I must be making money. Ali Cap goes, I don't know, let me have a word with my boss. So she has a word with her boss. Her boss goes, oh, not really, but you could make an app or something and sell it for a high price or whatever, and, you know. Okay, so this is what Ali Cap and Huff do. This is so disgusting. Ali Cap says to her boss, hey, you've worked hard, let me send you on a holiday. Oh, thank you. Because they got a good, nice relationship. Sends her on a holiday over out to Las Vegas or somewhere. While she's on holiday, she funnels all the people in her community into Huff's ITC collective and all that lot. That's how they got the head start.
Yeah.
Wow. And closed down everything and snatched it from underneath her nose. And she's got nothing. Well, I'm sure she's all right now, but at the time she lost everything to this in cahoots with this Ali Cap Free. So
I know it sounds cold, but I'm glad. Because anyone who does that, you know, this is why I keep to myself a lot. I get so annoyed, and you know what else cheeses me off? Being tarred with the same brush. So many people out there. Earlier on one of our other streams, the one with Proving Demons, and he was he was bashing at me the fact that, he was stating that I wasn't communicating with people who have passed over. I'm communicating with demons. And
one of them.
Oh yeah, one of them. He's telling me that you know, basically that I'm not a Christian, and you know, I was like a long list of things. A lot of it I didn't even read because it just, I thought, here we go. And I said politely, thank you for your your consideration and your concern, but I am a Christian and I'm proud of one. You know, everything that I have, I give thanks to God. I don't give thanks to the devil or anything like that. So he's not getting any glory. And he just kept going. And I thought, because of the fact I ended up getting to the point, and it takes a lot for me to get angry, but I basically got to the point of telling the POQ. And he said, that's the thing with you people. You know, you don't like someone telling you that you're wrong or that you aren't communicating with it, or that, you know. And then he's saying that I'm not a Christian. I said, you don't even know me to know my beliefs, you know. But again, it goes back to exactly. It goes back to tarring a person with the same brush, and that's the thing that I'm making the point of with Huff. Now, because of the fact that he is making a mockery out of the paranormal and the field, everybody who has been burnt by him, by his apps, it's going to be, well, I'm not getting involved with that person. You know, they're all scammers, they're all this, they're all that. And you have got to fight from the ground up to be given any recognition. So you know, that's the thing. There's so many people out there, they shouldn't be doing readings, you know. I hate it when I get messages that are, you know, like they're talking about if you want to say doom gloom type of stuff. I would love to say, oh, you're going to fall in love and you're going to live happily ever after, that type of thing. but sometimes you don't see it. You don't
Do you know
get
what?
that.
I'm going to give you your one recommendation right here, right now. What is it I heard from somebody? It might have been from you or from someone else. You've had it where you've had a client in, I've been told, and no one's come through. And you've said to them, I'm sorry, there's nobody here. And they've gone, well, it must be. You're a medium. Yeah. No, there's nobody here. How many people do that? They go, well, pick a name. Dave's here, you know. No, you said, I've got nothing.
Behind you, and yeah, I have had them, you know, it's only been on a couple of occasions where
Sure, but
there's no one here.
you've said, I've got nothing for you. You know, it hasn't worked, or the person hasn't come through, whatever the reason. We don't know the reason, do we? But the point is, given this gift where I can hear, see things or whatever, but on this occasion with you, I got nothing. But instead of going, oh, well, you want your 50 quid's worth or whatever it is, you know, an hour or whatever. I don't know, I'm not saying that's your price, but I'm just, you know, giving an example. I'll make up some pop and ghoul story where, as you said, I'm going to get married to Prince Charming. And no, well, I've got nothing for you, you know? And that's that.
I've got a rule, Riley, where I say to people, and this is why I love my PA looking after my bookings and that, because they know when their last booking was with me. And if they book before 3 months, they are turned away. They have to wait 3 to 6 months between readings. And not only with me, if they have had a reading with somebody else, and then they come to me, I feel it. I know. I had a woman come in once to the office, and she rang up and she said, can I have a reading? Have you got any spots? I said, yeah, okay. If you're here in the next 10 minutes, you can have a reading. Yeah. She came in, she sat down, and within seconds, I had Albert, who was my office spirit, say, you can't do her reading, Karen. She's already had one. And I said to her, have you had a reading? She said, yes, I just came from one. And I said, I can't do a reading. So there was no charge, you know, she didn't get the reading. And I said, you come back in 3 months. But that's the thing. People won't tell people they've got to have that gap between their readings. Not only is it bad karma, it can really muck up a person. You know, people want to hear one thing. You know, if they say they're going through court for custody of a child or something like that, and they will browbeat. They'll go from one person to another until they get what they want to hear. But what they don't realise is each reading continues where the last one left off. So eventually they will hear a yes, but that could be years away.
Yeah.
You know, it's really important that people tell their clients, do not book. Had 3 months minimum from your last reading, regardless of who it's with. Even if it's an email one, you know, keep the gap. So, you know, but again, with Huff, you know, I just can't fathom how he would block a person who, for asking a question about the app. You read some of those stories about people who have actually purchased the app and been heartbroken. There was a couple on, what's it called, Consumer, and there was an old couple, you know, well, I assume they're old because of the way they wrote, and they said something about they bought it because they were following him, and there was something about, what was it? I'm trying to remember what they wrote. Something about trying to contact their I think it was their son, and they had nothing. And they contacted either Huff or whoever and was basically told it was them. You know, because of them, they can't work it. So they didn't even get a refund. Nothing, no refund. I mean, this was an old couple who really believed. That's why with that DDR, I think it was, he was saying something about, I mean, he actually, you know, we left peacefully the conversation, but
quite wise. I mean,
yeah, talking about, you know, frauds and stuff like that. And I said,
Yeah.
one thing I like about you, Riley, is the fact that you will upload any session you do to show people that not all the time you're going to get something. And that's the same even in my field. You won't always get a spirit that wants to talk. You won't always get a spirit that wants you to even acknowledge them. You know, they're there because they want to be a part of healing for somebody. But with you, the fact that you do the sessions, you also state, you know, it was a fail or whatever.
Yeah.
You will not. This is where if Huff did that and said, okay, this is a straight through session, no jump cut, nothing like that. This is what came through, and, you know, it took ages for it to even get to that point, because sometimes you can sit on a spirit box and it will take them a long time sometimes.
Yes.
To even start communicating.
Yes.
It's like, I actually explained to one woman on Truth Seekers, the way that I look at it is, in my profession, they do prefer to talk directly to you. So they may assume that many people using the spirit box are mediums, or they are able to hear them. So they might be talking to you and not using that spirit box, because it's like, you know, some people are digitally educated and some people take forever to learn a computer. And that's the same with the spirit box. Some might not be able to pick it up straight away. So it's always best, and this is for everybody out there, it's always best to say, I cannot physically hear you with my ears, but if you speak through this device, it will help me to hear what you're saying. And that way you're telling them, you're helping them to learn this device. So, you know, and that's what Huff should be doing. He should be teaching or educating on how to communicate, not just, you know, oh, look at me, I'm doing this session. You know, show people it doesn't always happen. And definitely. Show them how he actually gets the particular voices or sounds, you know, because, you know, and I know some of those voices.
Always true. Always. I say someone protests a bit too much.
But he blocks people if they don't like his app, or if they don't kiss his bum.
Yeah, I know. It's dreadful. He blocks them. Someone said lately, how come there's only 23 comments on this one? Someone said, but it's had 2,000 views. I'm like, bingo. He doesn't respond, but there's only 22 comments. I don't know where the rest of them are. He must have fucking got rid of a lot to only have 22 comments out of like 2,000 views. Wow.
Some of them, he even had the post disabled. I found that out. I thought, how come I'm the only one writing something on here? Because I said, oh, come on.
Yeah. That's a favourite of mine, being ghosted. So the only way you can do it is if you literally reply to the person directly. But even this lady you're talking to now, Jessica Schnizzle, whatever her name is, she said she tried to reply to me, but it was gone. So she actually sought me out, and we opened up a dialogue from there. But just I'm very proud of her. He's one of my favourite rehabilitation stories. You know, it's just gone very well. So fair play to her. She's done well.
Obviously, you've been chosen in some way, the chosen one. You've been chosen in some way to, you know, you were pressured that much to actually vent, and you said yourself you would never go on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, and something pushed you to do this. So don't I reckon, you know, whatever it is, we are always encouraged to speak our mind. And a lot of times with spirit, they do encourage us to say what's on our mind. I've heard ones say to me, you know, why don't you just say what you feel? Why don't you just say it? because there were a lot of times I would hold back a lot of things.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, and this was like even in meetings, I would get particular things happen, you know, like sensations, feeling. And at first I was putting it down, that must be me. You know, I can't even connect this with that person. And I didn't say anything. And then at the end of the reading, the person would say to me, oh, well, you know, they didn't say that this is what happened. And this was the kind of feeling I was getting. So
Yeah.
the same with when you're actually verbally speaking, a lot of ideas and sayings and expressions and mannerisms actually do come from spirit. You think about the people who are creating apps, the people that are creating spirit boxes. There were brilliant minds that left our world, and they don't want to just shut that information down. Their purpose then was to make contact possible. So now they're on the other side. They want to make that communication. So they use people, you know, in some, not in a sinister way, but they use people by putting thoughts in their mind about doing things. You know, like I told you about, did I tell you about my uncle? The one that made that test match cricket game? You know, the test match? Well, he actually woke up one night. He thought he was dreaming, and he saw his father, his deceased father, sitting on his bed, and he was in dire straits. He had just had a broken marriage. He had all these other things going on. Billy Wilde, his name is. Anyway, it got to the point where his father said to him, I want you to make these notes, and I want you to take this and make it into a game. And it was the test match board game, the cricket board game. So he wrote it all down, went to a few companies, you know, made up like a what do they call them, a dummy type of thing. And some of them not one company that took it, and now every game that's sold, he gets royalties. So he actually is now, I mean, like, he's very wealthy as a result of that particular game. It went from like a board to a canvas mat type of thing, and the little figures of the cricket players and, you know, all that type of thing. So spirit will work through many ways to give people ideas, to communicate things in order to put them on a different path. And even with you, encouraging you, knowing that you were not the kind of person to go and make a scene publicly, yet you went on the World Wide Web and spoke your mind. But without that, truth seekers wouldn't have been possible. People wouldn't have been able to come together and get to know about, you know, looking at Huff in that way, you know, like as in seeing what is realistic and that. I mean, people were always ranting, but you took that step, and I believe you were encouraged. So don't think that, you know, you were abandoned or you've let Charlie down. I actually feel, if anything, there's been the motivation to encourage you to do that. See, everyone has a purpose. Everyone's got a purpose here. You know, some people, it takes them to experience a person or a child with Down syndrome before they begin to make a difference in other people's lives. Some people experience a loss of a loved one through suicide, and then they go on as a result of that link in their life to educate young people about suicide. So everything is linked. Everything. So it's amazing. It really is. And you should never disjudge any type of idea you get. Write it down. Because if you're not going to do it there and then, it will be there for you later. But these little ideas, little ideas that come along, you know, they may be your angels communicating.
All right. Okay. It's cool.
So just sort of, share that little bit of inspiration today.
Very much.
But I
Put a lot of things into perspective.
where'd you go?
Thank you. All right.
So we've got
Thank you very much.
ghostly sessions.
Oh, she did a great session earlier. I watched that one. She did a good session earlier.
What one's that? Ghostly sessions?
The session the last she's talking.
LT Light Ghost Paranormal's on. Karen, can you
Hey! Right, where is he?
Riley, but I know is going through some stuff at the moment. There's no rush to send the spirit box to me because family comes first.
That's cool. But there, if you ain't just come on, watch the whole stream. We used it today. It works in magnitude mode. We got some quite cool answers. Even a bit of humour. They even said some humour. What's this on the card? Say your name. Name. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Pass. So we had a bit of humour from it. So there it is, brand new. Not even a seal has been ripped off. So it's brand new, new batteries, ready for you. I'll get an email address off you, and next payday I can send it out to you. Okay. So yeah.
So that he's online, and then we have Liz Hall.
Oh, Liz.
Zara. I'll go through it again. North Nottingham Paranormal Investigators.
Glenn, the man. I even named a box after him because he found out how to step up. If you're in Britain, right, who's in Britain now? I think you need to know this very quickly. If anyone, guys, has a Sanguine, Glenn showed me this. Now, in America, I don't know about Australia, everything goes up in tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. In England, it is 9. So 9, 18, 27, 36. And on the Sanguine ghost box, you need to change that. I can't remember how to do it now. But basically, you while it's off, you hold down the down button while it is off for 10 seconds. And you turn it on. It'll say step 9. That is what you want for if you're in Britain. And then your ghost box will work a little bit better. Thank you, Glenn. So I named the Sanguine ghost box the Glenn box after him.
Okay. Then we have Julie 80s. Oh, sorry, Jules 80s.
I don't know what it is. Sorry.
I'm just reading ghostly sessions. I've said that. Chevette Stillman, Channeled Art. Ray Clark, Jessica Snizzles,
Hang on.
Craftopedia.
Yeah.
And we also have Albert, but Albert I think left. So I'm going back a bit too far now. But we've actually got a total of 17 views online, which is not too bad, you know, give and take. And he's, oh God, he's out of battery. All right. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since you're out of battery, I think we will leave it there, and we will see you all next Friday, hopefully the same time. Yes, order. It was lovely talking to you again, and thank you for all that you have done. What a great guy to get together a community spirit box for people. Incredible. You know, you've got to take your hat off to someone who is trying to help so many people out there get to understand and communicate with spirit. So for everybody who's a part of the Truth Seekers community, it is an honour to be a part of this community. I absolutely love you all, and I will say goodbye now and wish you all a lovely weekend. And you too, Order of Magnitude, who has departed on this session because of his battery going. Battery died. Oh dear. All right. Well, take care, everyone, and bye for now.